All right, what's up? I'm gonna start the video this way. It's 12:30. I don't even know if that's gonna show up. About 12:30 on the 10th of November. I got everything set up to head down to North Carolina for the next 10 days, like literally. So we got 95 gallons of fuel for the skid steer. I got all my clothes, water, food, chainsaw parts, extra parts for the skid steer and the chainsaw, extra fuel, generator, everything for my dog, which she's over here. Where you at, Guns? Guns! Guns! What you doing, bro? So I go through like this whole process of days of trying to think of every single thing that I could possibly need to be self-sufficient for the next 10 days. And what do? I forget to fuel up the truck in the process. I'm gonna grab some fuel here. So it was like trying to figure out literally everything I would need for the next 10 days. I mean, down to like, I get heartburn. I'm like, oh, let me bring heartburn meds. Like, because for the next 10 days, I'm not gonna have anything that I need. There's no way to get food, no way to get water, nowhere to sleep. We got 2 different places to sleep. So I got a air mattress for my tent because I know when I get down to West Yancey to Burnsville, I could tent out there because that's where I've already been. Which I'm gonna explain how this whole thing came about here shortly. But I was already down there for 10 days and I know I could tent there, but this next place that I'm going, it's gonna be hard to tent. So I got this blow-up mattress that apparently fits in the back seat of the dually. I tested it, it seems pretty comfortable. So when we get to Batcave, which is where we're going first, I think we're gonna be sleeping in the truck. And it's just like 30 questions before the rest of the piece. I don't want a car wash, I don't want membership. I just want fuel, man. So yeah, we're heading to Batcave. I figured it's like a 14-hour drive. So the reason I left my house at midnight was hopefully that would put me there, I don't know, like 2 o'clock tomorrow. And that'll give me enough time to convert the back seat of the truck out of the bed that I got set up for Guns. So we got for Guns here is like a hammock, and then it's got the bed there, so she's pretty comfortable. So we'll have to convert that, get everything unpacked that we need to get unpacked, and then by then I could probably go to bed, wake up Monday morning, and we get a solid week's worth of work in. So I'm gonna go in here, get a cup of coffee, finish fueling up, and then I'll explain to you how this whole thing came about. So me and Guns just stopped. I let her go to the bathroom. I wanted to show you this. Look at that. It's gorgeous. I mean, it is a sky at Burger King, but I thought that was pretty gorgeous, especially over there. All right, back on the road. You ready, Guns? Say hi, Guns. She's being a good girl. You're a good girl. You ready to go? All right, let's do it. It's 10:30. I think I'm about 30 something miles, 35, maybe 40 miles from the North Carolina border. If anybody's watching this and they're from Virginia, what is the deal with DOT, man? Them guys, so on my way back, the first time I went out to North Carolina to deliver supplies and work out there doing tree work, which I didn't make a video about, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. Just shut this radio down. They stopped us on the way back, busted my ass. I ended up getting out of it because I guess anybody who's doing any volunteer work or anything like that for the hurricane in general is like protected by something. So the guy, he wasn't too happy about it too, because I think he didn't even know. He was ready to bust my ass, ask me all kinds of questions and all kinds of stupid shit. And he goes back. I know he was trying to get me on tickets. Comes back, he's like, I can't write you any tickets. You're protected for the hurricane. And I had heard something about it, but I didn't know it was an actual thing. So I'm glad that happened. But they're between state troopers. Every 4 miles, there's signs that say that they're doing speed radar by
by helicopter and air patrol. It's absolutely ridiculous. And there's DOT stops that's going through. I must have passed. Well, I mean, stopped. I stopped at 4 of them. They were open, and I stopped. Wait. But I don't know why there's such sticklers there, man. And the amount of people that I seen getting pulled over is absolutely absurd. But anyway, why are we here? What are we doing? How did I get linked up with going down to North Carolina? So after the first thing happened, and I won't try to get into politics, I don't have social media. I have this YouTube, but that's it. I don't have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. I have nothing. I have absolutely no form of social media. But I hear from my employees, friends, family, people just in the store, they were talking about this. This is going back probably only 2 weeks after the storm. Constantly talking about, like, nothing's happening, they're not getting help, there's people still, like, living in tents, just nothing was going on. And I'm the type of guy where that'll bother me at night, because I'm very lucky. I have a good life. I have what I want when I want. I got a warm home. I got meals on the table every day. Like, that'll bother me. So I would go into the gas station in the morning. I'm talking to people, and I'm like, man, you hear about it? I wish there was something we could do. And after hearing that for like a week, I just was like, I can't take it anymore, man. I'm very blessed with my setup. I got good people around me, and that's the only reason that I could do what I'm doing, is because I have people that I can trust to run the company, and they do a damn good job of doing it. So I just asked one of my guys. I said, hey, you wanna go down? We'll pack up a trailer. We'll bring some pallets of water and some food and non-perishable goods and stuff. We'll go down there, drop it off, and come back. Then it turned into, well, if we're going to be there, why don't we see if we can do some work? So we had packed up chainsaws, generator, a tent, just everything so we could be self-sufficient, our own food, which wasn't that hard anyway, because even though we were packed up with goods to bring there, we knew we were going to have to eat some of it ourselves too, and we had an insane amount of stuff. I had my, I think it's a 16-foot dump trailer stacked, like, to the top, over the top of canned goods and water and everything like that. So we were good on food. But so we got down there, and I couldn't find, like, I'm calling the town halls, I'm calling people. I looked online before we went down to see where I could drop this stuff off, and I couldn't find absolutely any information whatsoever. So I just said, screw it, we'll just go. I knew Asheville was like one of the harder hit places there. I said, we'll just drive right into Asheville. There's got to be something, we'll link up somewhere. So we went right into Asheville, and after talking to, I don't know, it was somebody from the town hall. They had told me to go to this address, and on the way to going to this address, we were going down this back road, and there we came up on, like, really heavy traffic, and there was trucks just parked everywhere with, like, skid steers, mini excavators, razors, horse trailers. This place looked like a massive party. So I was like, well, something's obviously going on there. With, like, and there was a bunch of tractor trailers. So I said, let's pull in and see if they'll take any of the stuff. So we pulled in. We go and we meet the chief. I tell him, I said, listen, I got goods, this and that. This guy's going down here right now too. See, these guys go down with these razors. He actually just tried to race me uphill, and I know I got a lot more weight than him, and I still smoked him because I got the skid steer on the back. Anyway, I don't want to start the old Duramax Cummins argument here, but I said, listen, I have all these goods. He's like, well, we can take some water, but what are you doing? I said, I don't know. He goes, I need you guys to go to work right now if you're willing. I said, yeah, I'll go to work. So he asked us to get a pallet of water up into, like, the hardest hit area of Burnsville, so they could come down the mountain and pick it up in razors and UTVs, quads, horseback, and take it further up in the mountains because the roads were gone and you still can't get, like, actual vehicles up there. We ended up spending 10 days there, working every single day, just meeting. We were part of a team that was bringing this stuff on pickup truck as far up into the woods as we can, meeting the helicopters, and the helicopters would take it up further, or they would load it up on UTVs and they would go disperse it throughout the mountains. So anyway, I met like a lot of homeowners, helped them shovel their houses out. There's a lot of work to be done, and I had to leave and go back to work after the 10 days. So I had told these people, hey, if I can, I'm gonna pack up. I'm gonna bring the skid steer. I hope you know, either get your driveway put back in, or whatever I could do with the skid steer. Some of it just tearing down parts of their house and putting stuff in piles. And unfortunately, there is still people missing, and they're still doing search and rescue, which it's like 40-something days past now. And in order to do that, you need skid steer, you need excavator, you got to pull all the brush and mud and everything like that to get through this stuff. But anyway, I promised some people if I could come back, I'll come back, and I'll help them out with the skid steer. So that's sort of how I got wrapped up in it. I had made some contacts while I was there. When I told them that I was coming back down, they asked if I would go to Batcave, North Carolina. They have a tree on a house, and the main road still going into the town is not fully done. I guess it's done. You could get trucks in there now, like, you know, small pickup trucks. I don't know if you can get passenger cars in there, but they want to widen that road a little bit. So I think we'll be working on that. And I know there is a tree on a building that they want to use as a main distribution hub for some of the goods that are coming in from, you know, like all the local charities dropping stuff off. So we're going to try to get that tree off the house. They had sent me pictures and said if they give me manpower, can I get it off? And just going by the pictures, I'm pretty sure I could get it off. I got some roping and rigging gear, and porta wrap, got saws, and I think we're going to be able to get it off. They had also asked me, they have their own saws, but a lot of saws broke or things happen and they can't get parts. They got to go 4 or 5 hours away, and half of the time they can't even get out of where they need to get with their vehicles. Some vehicles are actually trapped behind where the roads are missing, so they don't have anything. So I called a local company around us and was able to get together 3 brand new steel 261s, and I'm bringing them down to them too. So that's going to be pretty cool. I got those with me. So that's how I got wrapped up in the whole thing. And there's a lot of good people down there, and I have fun helping them out. So hopefully we'll get some good footage. I don't know how much stuff. It's a little hard to get all the footage that I want to get. I just got to check my GPS here, because sometimes when you're working with these people, you're either in their homes, you're on their personal property, you're doing stuff, and I don't like to be disrespectful and like have my camera roll in and all, like, you know, I don't, unless some people ask it and they want you to do that. They want you guys to see what's really going on, because it's just been erased from the media totally, regardless of your political stance or anything. Nobody's hearing anything about it unless it's coming from like private people, basically YouTube shorts, and people going there and making videos like I'm gonna do for you today. So I'll get what I could get. I know I'll be able to get a lot of action with cutting trees and doing some skid steer work. Hopefully we can talk to some people and they'll tell you their stories. There's a lot of like just absolutely wild stories that they told me that changed their life, and the stories changed my life. It's absolutely wild. So anyway, we are a little over 2 hours away from where we're going. So once I get there, I'll get the camera back out and we'll get some more footage. So I'll see you in about 2.5 hours. Alright, so we are only about 15 minutes from Batcave on, what route is this? I actually don't even know. This is actually just called Old Ford Road. But, now remember, I don't know exactly, don't quote me, but I think we're close to 40 or 42 days after the storm. And the amount of stuff that is still going on and not done is just crazy. And everything that I've passed so far is just, they're not construction companies. These are just people working. So I'm gonna try to get some footage here of some of the spots. There's still parts of the road that are just either one lane, or they just put dirt over it just to keep the road up. It was actually some guys that just passed that had I don't know, like 10 or 12 foot boards that they're shoving into the ground and then backfilling it just to keep the road in. So I'll get some footage up here of some of this destruction. So this part of the road here is gone. So I think what they did is they turned this guy's driveway into road. That used to be the road right there. Now here is a house right there, and I guarantee you that that house was not there. I don't know where it came from, but you can see it's smashed up against the tree over there. That got deposited there from where, I don't know, but that sucks. So I just wanted to show this. I'm going to stick it out the window because I'm going slow, but this is why nobody could get to the town, because the whole side of the mountain, the whole side of this mountain just came across the road. I gotta watch what I'm doing right quick. The trailer's a little long, but she fit through. Man, that shit is gone. Nothing like four-wheeling with the skid steer on the back of the dually. You see that, Guns? Holy shit. Guns said holy shit. I'd imagine those homes were underwater, or yeah, that's bad. I'm gonna stop recording for a minute so I can drive. All right, so we're here. I just met with a lady who knows the guy who, I don't know if he's in charge or he's just a contact that I have. But he's like 20 minutes out checking on, I guess, a job that needs to be done. I think it's the same job that he asked if I could do, that he sent me pictures the other day, which is like a tree over top of a house. And I guess a bunch of people looked at it and nobody wants to touch it. So I'm hoping that that's something that we could get done, because I bought rigging gear. So we'll see what happens, but I'll give you a walk around quick. So this was the post office. I think it stayed in check. And right here is the main, I guess, hub right here. This is Mason. He's a good boy. I actually met him when I came down last time. But anyway, they got a work order here. You basically put down your name, phone number, what you're capable of doing, what equipment you have, and they dispatch in the morning. I think they dispatch about like 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, they'll give you something to do. Alright, so we're going right to work. I haven't been here 20 minutes, and they're like, we need this dirt over here for a Connex that's coming for storage. So, Guns is going to hang out with the people with the other dog, Mason, and we're going to start moving some dirt. We got to take, I think it's that dirt over there, and move it over here so they can put Connexes here. So let's move some dirt. Alright, so this might be a little wobbly. I'm not going to make this video very long, but basically they only got one pile of dirt and they need it across the street. So I'm just scooping the shit up, slanging it off this little bank. And there's another skid steer. He's running across the street. I'll show you here. It might get wobbly though. Now this bank is taller than I am, so I have to pop the top off. something other than make money with it. It's a lot of fun. This soil is extremely heavy though. Perfect. That's actually a damn good view. I'm behind the GoPro and I can see that shit is fun. That shit is like, it's so packed. It's like a fucking ball. You want me to push the whole thing? All right. So I got this massive boulder right here. I'm trying to get this goddamn thing out. It's a big old boulder, and the Kubota's not strong enough to move it. Yeah, baby! Me and the old kitty cat got her! Hey! I might be able to slide it once we get it broke. Look at the size of that. Oh, there it is! We got it! Hell yeah! We got her. That thing's a lot bigger than I thought. It's like the size of that. That thing is massive. Oh, is the old cat got it? It's just picking the machine right off. Let me see if I can go over there and slide that sucker. It's a big rock. Big Betty, Big Bertha. That's a big bitch. I thought it was like that big on like that side. I didn't realize it was. That fucking big. Excuse my language. Hey, it's back in the creek. That just made my day. Building roads, widening roads. We don't need the Army Corps of Engineers. We got the redneck Corps of Engineers out here in Batcave, North Carolina. I can do this shit all day, man. While I was doing this, I had pulled this root out. I was trying to dig it out, and it slapped up and threw all of the shit that was on the root right in the cab. So, Nick, you're gonna have to clean that, buddy. For when you watch this, we'll make Nick clean it. Nah, he's gonna tell me to eat my shirt. But anyway, so we got it all leveled out. Like I said, took that big old pile of dirt there, moved it over here. They could set some containers there, and then we actually sort of, I mean, it's not to grade, but they could set some containers up here too if they want. Alright, let's go find somewhere to camp out tonight. I wanted to show you this excavator I just found while I was turning around. This is crazy. Hold on one second, I gotta walk down. Look at this thing. Wild. Unbelievable. It's destroyed. I mean, look at it. I'll have to finish getting the whole story. Right there where the fan is, it's just packed with mud. It's wild. This was all road. Unbelievable. Yeah, everybody talks about how powerful water is, but you don't, like, look at that thing. That got bought downstream. The last time I was here, I was talking to a guy that owned a farm, and his combine's missing. Like, I mean, I don't know if anybody's farmers or they know what the weight of a combine is. It's got to be 100,000 pounds, I would imagine, if not pretty close. And the water just brought it right downstream. It was all pipe that ran under the road. Unbelievable. Now what sucks is where I am, I mean, there's nowhere to camp. You can't set up a tent, and it's pouring out, so I don't want the inside of the tent getting destroyed. So it looks like me and Guns are going to be sleeping in the truck tonight. Right now we're going to go down, we're going to find this church. I guess they got outside lighting, and I'm going to set up because the people that are running this show are heading out. They're going home for the day, so at least we got something done. Well, I just found that excavator, and I was coming down the road and ran into that too. That looked like it was a beautiful place too. Crazy. Oh shit. All right, so what we have is the group that we're working for, which I keep saying we're, and Devin's not here, me and Guns are working for, is I keep not getting the name of it. I'll get the name of it tomorrow, but they basically told us there's only one place to sleep, and it's at the church. And the volunteers that are vetted, people that have been here before, people that they know aren't problems, all have to sleep at the church on the side of the cemetery. So me and Guns are sleeping at the cemetery tonight, right, Guns? Me and Guns are gonna convert the back seat. I'll show you that now. So unfortunately, I hate to show you this because if you watch my channel, you know how I am with my equipment, but this back seat is destroyed. Absolutely destroyed, because it's muddy as heck. Guns is jumping in and out the whole time, so I have to take down her whatever this thing is. It's like a hammock for the ride here. We got to take that down, clean the whole back seat, put the air mattress in, and do all that without tracking any of the mud and water in, so we could sleep dry tonight. So let's see how that's going to happen.